Hi, welcome back to my cup of TV with Jenny,
JD,
and Kat.
So ATEEZ, or not just ATEEZ, my Wooyoung. So Wooyoung has brought out a performance. I mean, you got some details for me.
Yeah.
I just knew Wooyoung did something.
Yeah, it's like a special performance with the channel's called W Original. Again, if you guys know, please let us know. I didn't watch it because I thought we'd react to it today. It just came out, I think yesterday, day before. I know a little bit about what it's about, but I don't know why they've done it. I don't know what has prompted this project, because it looks as if it's separate from any of their activities or comeback promotions or anything like that. I don't know if it's a song that Wooyoung has sung as well as danced to, or if it's just a dance performance to someone's song. So sorry, we'll probably get some answers as we watch it.
It's one of those you don't want to go, because if you get to a point where you're like, oh, now I've seen it. And
Exactly. So I didn't go into it too deep. But, it looks as if it's a special performance video, and it's called Logic, and then it's got a number. And from what I know so far is that phone number is a suicide hotline. And what he has said about it is, I believe his intention was that it was to be a visual dance performance focus, because he made a comment in an interview recently to say there is music and there are songs that you can listen to when you're having a down day or if you're feeling tired and things like that. He said, but there isn't any equivalent of dance for that to give that comfort to people when they need it. So that was his intention with this performance, was to give that hug and that comfort to someone when they're having that down day, but through a visual performance, which I think is lovely. And that's a really good point. I think I would usually automatically think of music rather than something visual could absolutely be a form of a hug, because it's a distraction in a different way, and you can get so engrossed in the beauty of watching something. And I'll be really interested to see what sort of movements he's using, because he's a fantastic dancer and he's so dynamic, and he can be very, for lack of a better word, like jagged movements, really isolated and very on point and sharp. But I'd be really intrigued to see if this is more softer, and more softer and more flowing, just because that would make a little bit more sense for that style. If you were looking to comfort someone, I don't think it would be hardcore dance movements. I think it would be more softer.
Just a song can get such emotion from you in just a couple of minutes. That's why I think music can often be a comfort.
Yeah. Well, also,
like, we'll have I have a song that I will go to if I'm like, I need a little pick me up. I listen to that song. It's gonna bring my mood up in just a few minutes. So I think it's nice that dance can be a visual version. The reason I became aware of that he'd done this is because I saw a post about it. It might have been on a Facebook group, but that he had said he had kept the number in the title because he wanted it kind of there, a focus, not something you had to go and find. Yeah, but it was there with the performance if you need it.
Yeah,
which I thought was
very smart in a way.
Yeah,
very smart and considerate. And someone said that, what I've read on it is, he didn't want this to be for views and to blow up because of he's done something. If it gets attention or views, he wants it to be from those people that needed it.
People have gone there for comfort.
Yeah, rather than just because it's something that's trending or blowing up because it's him. Now, of course, it's going to trend and blow up because it's him. However,
sparking a conversation.
That's fantastic, because he is someone that draws that attention, and he can use that as his platform to draw it to something that he cares about. Yeah. And that's really nice.
It starts a conversation. And you know what? How are you going to find the comfort from this if you don't know it's there? Yeah. You need people to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Original. Oh, look, it stayed at the bottom there.
I've been on the low, I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. It feel like my life ain't mine. Who can relate? Woo! I've been on the low, I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. It feel like my life ain't mine. I don't wanna be alive. I don't wanna be alive. enjoy it. I never had a place to call my own. I never had a home. Ain't nobody calling my phone. Where you been? Where you at? What's on your mind? They say every life precious, but nobody care about mine. I've been on the low. I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. It feel like my life ain't mine. Who can relate? Woo! I've been on the low. I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. It feel like my life ain't mine. I want you to be alive. I want you to be alive. You don't gotta die today. You don't gotta die. I want you to be alive. I want you to be alive. You don't gotta die. Now let me tell you why. I know where you been, where you are, where you're going. I know you're the reason I believe in life. What's the day without a little night? I'm just trying to set a little light. It can be hard. It can be so hard. But you gotta live right now. You got everything to give right now. I've been on the low. I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. It feel like my life ain't mine. Who can relate?
It's a sign
Sign
language.
language is what I'm thinking.
I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. It feel like my life ain't mine. I finally wanna be alive. I finally wanna be alive. I don't wanna die today. I don't wanna die. I finally wanna be alive. I finally wanna be alive. I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die.
Great camera work.
Yeah, it was one shot, isn't it?
Pain don't look the same, I know. The lane I travel feels alone. But I'm moving till my legs give out. And I see my tears melt in the snow. But I don't wanna cry. I don't wanna cry anymore. I wanna feel alive. I don't even wanna die anymore. I don't wanna. I don't even wanna die anymore.
I think Erin would have cried at that.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. It was captivating.
It was really lovely.
I know at the beginning it did say at the bottom like who the song was by and who was performing it. I'd like to go back and obviously look at that.
Yeah.
It's what an interesting song as well to take you on a complete journey
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. I thought the there were so many little journeys within that experience. So from the song, I really liked the guy's timbre. His voice sounded really nice.
Yeah.
And then there was some lovely backing vocals in there as well. So even that song alone, listening to that, you can start off. It reminded me the sort of thought of. I'm really sorry. Is it Mabel who does the anxiety song? It's okay not to be okay. It's just it made me think of that. Is that it's a song that in the lyrics there's no hiding what they're talking about. It's very right there, and you know, you don't have to search for hidden meaning. They're literally putting their feelings right out on a plate. They're having their heart on their sleeve. So I thought it was
and it's very
really nice because it ends uplifting. It was like, I don't want to die in the end.
It's
do you know
very
what I mean?
brave as well to put out a song like that, because I'm sure there are plenty of labels in particular that would have been like, oh, it's very dark.
That's
You're
what I
being
mean.
very, you know.
Or they might not want to play that on mainstream radio because they'll be like, oh, so. And I agree in a way, like, is there, it can be a heavy song and you want to take the taboo out of it, so you should make it more playable out there, but at the same time, I suppose maybe they want to be careful and use it wisely, you know, so that it does have that the right impact that it's looking for.
But I think it was really good that it started in such a dark place. They were very, you know, they just said, I just want to die. I don't want to be here. But to take on that journey of through that and back out again. And actually, I like the way it ended with him going, like with Wooyoung going back to where he started.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was almost like, not that he's going to do the whole thing again, but that it is a possibility. It's not like you come out the other side and now everything's fine, everything's roses forever.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was like, I've gone back to here, but I have some hope.
Yeah, exactly. Like the room was with the barbed wire.
Yeah.
And then when he went through all of the different settings, and then when he walked back past them, it made me think of how some people could, when you can feel like that if you're in a depressive state of that, I'm going through the same motions day in, day out, and the scenery is the same, it hasn't changed, so I'm going through them again. However, it's so interesting to think that he's going back to the same room that he started in, but when he was in a bad place, that room felt like it was barbed wire. But then when he went back, that same room had hopeful messages there.
Yeah.
So it's very much your perspective and you know how you feel and what the perspective you're able to get to, whether or not that same place is your prison or if it's your sanctuary kind
and
of thing.
the fact that it started with the candle going out, it ended with him lighting it again, almost like I'm in a place now where I can try again.
And he had the ability to light that candle. He didn't need, but as in, it showed the strength that he was lighting his own candle. It was the decision, I'm going to light this candle again, rather than sometimes people think maybe that candle could only be lit if some outer force came in and changed it and relit it. But actually he was like, no, I have the ability to relight this candle for myself.
And the thing with depression is only you can get you out of that. It can, and sometimes it's not even a conscious decision, it can be small things, but you need to make that yourself.
Absolutely, which is why there have been people that have lost friends and family members, no matter how their good intentions and how much they try to help, it's ultimately with that one person. So I thought that was really cool because it was like empowering. He's not saying it's easy, it's not all done, it's still going to be a journey, but he's like, I'm making the decision and I can light this candle.
That's what I mean. So it ended in a place not of everything's solved.
No,
great. It was,
that's unrealistic.
I'm at a point to move forward in a good way.
I'm going to keep trying, which is great. So I thought visually it was really cool, and the fact that it was just that one room with the set within it, I thought that was on purpose, because again, if you're in the realm of or in a period of depression, you can feel like this is all there is. And I'm just spinning wheels.
Your world has got smaller and smaller.
Exactly. I'm just doing the same things over and over again. So I thought it was very interesting visually to support all of the message from the lyrics. And then
I don't know who was dancing with him.
But
the whole mirror thing, the fact that he was like dancing and looking at his own reflection, and then it's like his reflection was dancing with him.
I think that was the person that was the hologram next to him. So
I wonder whether that's who he used to be.
It looked like a different person.
It was a different person, but I remember whether it represented, because you know, you can always look, when you're in a dark place, you can look back at, well, I used to be like that. Why am I like that anymore? Or maybe he was looking at who he could be, but he just isn't ready to be that person.
Feels like it's out of reach. I interpreted that as maybe someone that he had lost. And again, that can be representation not only literally of someone that you have lost, but something that you've lost. Again, like you say, you feel like you've lost yourself, whatever. But it you kind of go into like a bit of despair of that, well, if it's gone, there's nothing I can do about it. So, but I'd be really intrigued to see who that was dancing with him. The dancing was fantastic. It was really lovely,
really interpretive.
So amazing movements,
and it shows a lovely side of Wooyoung that I haven't seen yet. I've seen sexy performer Wooyoung, I've seen ridiculous laugh annoying his Hyung's Wooyoung, but this is a whole other side I've not seen as much of that from him, so it was really lovely to see so much of it in just an isolated video. No, it's really cool. I thought it was really creative as well. And when he went into the light and was finding his way back, it was like he was holding on to, wasn't he, like following one thread of light to hold on to, to help bring you into a place where you can find more.
So it was originally, that song came out in 2017, and it was performed at the MTV Video Music Awards and the 2018 Grammys, and led to a surge of calls to the suicide hotline.
Oh, cool.
So they think it did prevent a large number of suicides in America.
Excellent.
Good.
Oh, that's nice. I'd be really interested to see that performance and to see what, because usually when they perform at like Grammys or MTV Video Music Awards, you know, it's either going to be a performance or they will have visual aids on a video. So I'd be really intrigued to see what the original artist, visual representation of that song. And as you say, how it was received, because those lyrics are heavy.
Yeah.
But I like that because it's like there's no hiding. And again, it's almost like if someone needs that help, there's no room for fucking mincing your words or making them search for the deeper meaning. You literally want to give it to them, path of least resistance of, you know, there is hope, you don't want to die. Like, so I like the fact that it was so literal in its lyrics. So that was good. I thought he looked beautiful, and I loved the fact that he was the entire set was just white, and it was really creative where they used it. And his outfit, and it was so soft, wasn't it, and floaty and really nice.
And he was doing a lot of small movements, like being sat down. It was all about his hands, and there was a lot of holding, you know, his head and his that kind of needing comfort. Yeah,
I thought he used his arms really creatively as well, even on the stairs, and he did little person, like telling a little story. He was almost like telling the story of what was going on in his head. And with apologies, I know a little bit of sign language. My brother is fluent in sign language because he's a teacher. But it looked like he was doing sign language.
It definitely was.
Yeah.
Which I think, again, reaching out to a group of people, you know, inclusive.
Yeah. So that, because if that's the main message that he was signing out, then that's basically what they need to see and hear. So that's great. But really, really nice. I like the fact that he was barefoot. It was very vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nothing there. But his little feet were wrapped in bandages, which is always so sad to see. You know, when it starts and you're like, oh, you look like a little homeless person. But, really nice. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't expecting to get... I didn't know what the song was. But I really enjoyed it, just from both the lyrics that were written. Enjoyed it is a weird way to describe it, but I did. I found it really captivating. But I really liked the backing vocals, because it was. I'm guessing it was a guy that sang that, and then it sounded like female backing vocals. It was there was just so much more to it than I thought. I knew that we were going to get a beautiful dance performance, but I had no idea what the song or the lyrics were going to be. So really nice.
Yeah, I think it's good when you get a song that can either make you feel or make you think. And I think this is one that it could do both depending where you are. Yeah. Because for me, it makes me think. It makes me listen to what he's saying and think about that. Whereas there are people who would take that and like everyone would feel that song. Yeah. But again, that's quite good, because same what we were saying with the sign language, inclusive, that basically kind of it gets you on every level of sense, whether it's feeling, whether it's thinking, whether it's, you know, it just basically they it's almost like they designed it, the song, the dance, the sign, they basically designed it so that it would touch and communicate in every way possible to as many people as possible. And that's difficult to do in like a couple of minutes in a video. So it's really good. It'd be great to see things like, and that's what I'm saying, I'm interested about the original artist and the performance of that at the MTV Awards and things. It's great to see more of these things be performed on a more regular basis. You don't want it in a way that it dilutes the message, but I think if you've got it on a platform with a really big audience, like an awards show that's really popular, then you do have a chance of getting more viewers, you know, more eyes on it. So things like that. This was like a special performance. Like I say, I don't know what prompted it or why they did it, but it's fantastic. But it's almost like we need more of these special performances at you know, award shows that have got, and I think from more viewers, different groups, different people from different places, different genres of music. Because I think it's great for Wooyoung to do that, because he's reaching obviously people that love K-pop, and you know, ATEEZ will have a main demographic, obviously music for everyone, but ATEEZ, you know, age set of teenagers. So there's a group there of people that he's reaching that may not know of the original, or have seen that in America. I'd never heard of it or seen that. You know what I mean? So it's reaching different people, and then if someone else from a different genre of music was to do their own version or something with this song, they're reaching people that wouldn't have seen Wooyoung's. You know, it's
That's it. The more you can get it out there, makes it less of a taboo subject, less of a stigma about
and
talking
more
about
out
it.
there in different forms that suit different people, like him including sign language.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah.
Very, like I say, it's weird to say enjoyable, but it absolutely was. It was lovely.
Thought-provoking.
Yeah. Really nice.
So that was our reaction to Wooyoung's dance performance of Logic, I believe it was called.
Yeah, Logic and then the number.
So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.